Or then there was like in Beetleborgs, where in the haunted house, and
There either was Beetleborgs. I was like, did Beetleborgs do that, or it's like, or is that one of those
yes,
other Power
they
Ranger shows?
they went into the haunted mansion.
Because they,
Average kids.
well, they just had a couple
Yeah,
sets. They just threw it all together. Like, we got
yeah,
monster suits, we got these Beetleborg things, smack it all together. Like, it's like a
yeah.
weird PB&J. Started off without Crad. He's out there playing football. Maybe he'll run into some zombie mascot or something like that. Just like all those like teen horror movies start out like some CW show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Long Distance Pizza Party Podcast, episode 51. Just me and Doc for the moment. Crad's at some
Yeah.
football game, and Strange had to work the evening shift, unfortunately. But we were going to be talking about favorite monsters. It is October, so why not do a spooky episode? You might get another one depending on when we record, because I forgot there's another Friday in October, and depending on if we're all free, because Doc to go to some men's conference or something like that. Or something like that. Yeah, or something like that. I don't know where I heard that phrase, but like that pops in my mind a lot. It's something like that, or something like that. I don't, whatever. Weird
Or something
phrasing
like
that you
that.
hear. Yeah, exactly.
Or something
But
like that.
yes, now that's all Doc's gonna say, nothing else. He just has the boards, and I'm gonna speak. It's an easy episode for him. He just hits the button. But if you do want to follow us on social media, follow us at Pizza Party Pod, and please on TikTok, do not keep tagging dinks and clips that he's in, because some people on TikTok are doing that, because I keep getting notifications of when they get like over a certain amount of views, and then I'll look at the comments and it's just people tagging dinks and clips that he's in. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I appreciate it that you guys are like, hey, look at this, but he was there, so he sees stuff. He likes those clips of whenever he has a clip.
Did you remember to tag him in there in the first place?
No, he did. I did.
Okay.
I don't tag him in every clip, but when I posted the thumbnail.
I'm saying if you don't tag him, if he's not tagged in there, then they may be trying to make sure he's tagged.
Maybe, I don't know. I just found it really weird. I'm like, you guys stop tagging him. Poor guy's getting like random notifications of clips, and he's like gonna have a complex. He's like, what am I doing right now? But Doc, do you have like
Sure, he gets so many.
Oh, I'm sure it's probably still about Star Wars stuff. You don't even do that anymore.
Yeah.
We started a resurgence for him. Doc, do you have like a favorite monster in like movie or like in books?
Monster.
Monster is such a broad term, because I just looked up like the greatest monsters in movies, and one of them, I kid you not, was like the T-1000. But I don't count that as like a monster. That's like a thing.
It's a robot.
Yeah.
But I mean, it could be considered. I mean, I have always liked the predators.
Yes, the Yauta. Apparently, they have an actual species. The
Yauta.
Yauta.
Name, yes.
Yeah.
The Yauta and the Xenomorphs are always fun.
Oh yeah, they're great. And then when you muck at the design, it's not great. We'll
see what they do.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do with the
with Badlands.
Yes. With having the young, because it's a young.
And people were complaining that it looked weird. Cause I think I can't remember if they said it's well, it's a younger Predator, so he's prepubescent Predator.
Yeah.
Did they say
the big forehead yet?
Yeah. Did they say it's a practical suit, or is it a mix of both? I'd assume it's a mix of both. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, because the reason why the Predator in the first couple movies always wore the helmet and had like that once where he took it off is because that was such a pain to mess with.
All that.
Yeah, makes sense. It's like Jaws. Like, you barely see Jaws in the movie. It's because the animatronic kept messing up in the movie. That's why it makes, whenever he does show up, makes it even better, because you wonder where he's going to pop up.
The Xenomorph and Predators are good. I mean, the Gremlins were always fun.
Yes. The Gremlins are... Yeah. Because you got the regular Mogwai, and then you have the actual Gremlin.
And the Gremlins, yeah. Stripe and all the others. Yeah, and then we don't talk about Gremlins 2, because there's so many different variations.
There's one that got trapped in the phone line.
Oh yeah.
There's the cross-dressing Gremlin.
There was so many.
Yeah, they just were like, how many toys can we make?
Basically, yes. I mean,
That was they're like, that's what Gunsu should so tell me. How many toys could we make?
that's what movies and television shows in the 90s that were somewhat based towards kids were for. It wasn't about the quality of the
No,
show. It was
no,
all about the toy line.
it's not Ninja Turtles 2 or 3. When they're just like, hey, let's make action figures, and the movies aren't that great. That's a hot take. I know I've seen people like, I don't like Ninja Turtles 3, and people are like, I love that movie. Excuse me, and I'm like, go watch that. Actually, that movie's not
Go back
great.
in time.
Yeah, the phrase that got thrown on later, that wasn't even in the original movie, because there's also the game called Back in Time, which is the third initial game. Yeah. So colloquially, they get thrown together. There's some great Ninja Turtle monsters, but like with anything, I feel like Ninja Turtles, they're like, oh, there are vampires. There's like all that's in there somewhere. Yeah. For whatever reason, they just threw it all in there.
Well, like with any of the superheroes that are villains things, especially like Spider-Man stuff, has all the different types of things.
Oh, all the
yeah. I mean, we don't talk about the movie, but Morbius was a nice little monster. I said we don't talk about the movie.
We don't talk about that movie. That movie sucks. Man, the fact that even got made, like
But like as a character in the storylines of comics and the shows,
Morbius is I wouldn't say he's a great character, but he's a fun character when he shows up.
Yeah.
Unless it's the 90s cartoon where he couldn't be called a vampire. He could suck plasma out of suckers on his hands for whatever reason. Man, it got worse. People complain about that. They should have watched Ultimate Spider-Man when they brought in Morbius, because he literally became like a vampire bat. And it was horrible. But yeah, vampires, again, I think everyone wants to do monster stuff. Like, it's a fun concept. Like, when are we going to do monsters and like sci-fi fiction and everything? Of course, you got movies where we got to throw them all together, like Monster Squad. Or there was an old cartoon called like Drac Pack that did that too.
Or then there was like in Beetleborgs, we're in the haunted house, and
there was Beetleborgs. I was like, did Beetleborgs do that, or it's like, or was that one of those other Power Ranger shows?
They went into the haunted mansion. Because average kids.
Well, they just had a couple sets. They just threw it all together. Like, we got monster suits, we got these Beetleborg things. Smack it all together. Like, it's like a weird PB&J.
No, just because whatever was it. Whatever the
Saban. Was it Saban that did Beetleborgs?
Yeah, Saban did all of those. So they bought the
VR troopers and everything. Yeah.
They bought the footage from Japan and then brought in the kids for the Americanized version.
Yeah. Took away any of the celebrity from the from any of those shows, like actual storylines.
Yeah.
There's some great Power Ranger monsters. Like, of course, you got Goldar. You got
Zed
and the Putties, King Sphinx. There's a couple of them. They were the best figures in that Hasbro toy line when Hasbro had Power Rangers, because they kept screwing up all the face sculpts for the Power Rangers. But the monsters were great. They made those look good. Somehow, I don't know how you screwed up the Power Rangers, but they did. But the monsters looked good. Funny, weird fact, there's a character on the show called Billy Cranston, and there's Bryan Cranston, who later was Zordon, but also he voiced like Snizzard and a couple of the other Power Ranger villains, like in season 2 or 3. I learned that, and I was like, I wonder if they just were looking at call sheets and like, we need to have a nerdy kid. What's a nerdy's name? Billy. Oh, there's Bryan Cranston. Like, I don't know where that naming came from, or it was like a weird coincidence. They just were throwing stuff together.
Probably just a coincidence. Yeah.
It's just odd that like there's that weird circle.
They didn't put too much effort into it.
No, it's Power Rangers. Like, every episode, they're like, what script do we have? One episode they're gonna fight the pumpkin rapper, and the next episode we're gonna do the White Ranger. Like, it was all over the place. Like, Power Rangers. That's why I don't like that show. I appreciate Power Rangers, but I'm sorry, but you can't watch that original show. Sometimes, if you're a kid, it's fun. Yeah. As an adult, you're just like, why did I like this?
Because they were fighting teenagers, fighting monsters.
Yeah, and then if you rewatch it, you notice Trini the Yellow Ranger. Whenever they switched to the actual footage, it became a dude.
Yeah, because that was the thing. It was a dude.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they used the footage.
But then
They were
like we need to
using
add another
they were using
female.
the they were using the super senpai
Sentai, not
footage.
senpai.
Sentai,
Sentai,
whatever.
sentai, not senpai. Different phrase. That's a different.
Okay,
That's a different show.
okay.
Anyway, back to monsters, where we get off topic. That's when Crouch should just hop in and be like, "What was this conversation?" Um,
There's this wondrous thing called editing.
yes, I'll edit in where I'll ends there, and I'll just pop Crad in. This whole part gets cut out. We brought up I brought up vampires.
Yeah.
Is there a favorite version you have of Dracula? Because there's so many versions of Dracula. You got like the Bela Lugosi. Apparently the guy from Naked Gun, not the recent one, but the original one, he was a Dracula.
Yeah, they did.
But I think it was like
it was a spoof. It was Dracula.
Yeah, it was a spoof. Of course, it was a spoof.
It was. I think it was Mel. I think it was a Mel Brooks thing. If I
of course, it's
remember
Mel
correctly. Or
Brooks.
he was in it. Yes,
Yeah,
because
of course, it's Mel Brooks. Yeah, yeah,
yes,
of course.
it was fun. It had the guy from what is his name? He was in Numbers and the thing. He played the Redfield type character. He's sitting there eating bugs. The curly hair guy from Numbers. It's not the kid, not the one from Elf, but the other.
I thought like, when you said Renfield and the guy you bugged, I was like Nicholas Holt, but that's a different Renfield.
Yeah, no, yeah, no.
Yeah. Was it not? I didn't watch it. I don't think I. And of course, Nicolas Cage was Dracula.
Basically, it was Sorcerer's Apprentice with vampires instead of.
Which is another movie Nicolas Cage was in.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Of course.
It was. Basically, it was like Sorcerer's Apprentice all over again, except for you had Nicholas Hoult instead of Jay. However you say his last name.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
The Hiccup.
What's Jay Bear? Not Jay Baruchel.
Yes.
Is it Baruchel? Okay. I was like,
yeah,
it's Jay Baruchel. That's the only Jay I know, like actor wise.
Yeah. I just couldn't remember. It's one of those last things I look at. I'm like, okay.
Baruchelli? You're like, are you a pasta? Like, yeah, Dracula. I feel like sometimes they go very much like you go Bram Stoker's Dracula, where he's very fancy, la-di-da, slick and suave.
Oldman did a great job with that.
Yeah, or you go weird and creepy Dracula, like apparently in that the Voyage of the Demeter, where it's more like I
or
don't
more
think
the
there's
monster side. It's not really you don't always see the human version.
No, it's not as fun. Like with Gary Oldman. Or like our
I like the Salem's Lot version. Like I don't, it's not like Dracula, but it's still the vampire.
Yeah, it's still vampire.
Salem's Lot.
Yeah, and of course,
Stephen King's take on it was good.
Yeah, and of course, Dominic Purcell, who's known for being Heatwave on the CW Flash show, was Dracula in Blade 3 or Blade Trinity. Sorry. Oh man, they also tried to make him hip. Like I think he wore a jacket without the shirt. Don't try making Dracula cool and hip. Like he can fit out of time because he's that cool. He could wear a weird tuxedo and a cape and look cool. Marvel has a Dracula, but at one point they changed it because like he was the more like Bela Lugosi slick Dracula, and they made him more like more like Vlad the Impaler, like warrior. Like they just were flipping between versions. Did DC do Dracula? They've done Dracula, but also like for whatever reason he won't go with Batman. He's done a couple Batman ones, but it's like with Superman, which the guy that absorbs sunlight. I don't think you would want to go after him, but whatever. If that's what you want, Drac. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you?
The guy that played Redfield was Peter McNichol or something like that.
That sounds familiar. I've probably seen him in something.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure you have. It's
one of those names.
Really, yeah. It's if you saw him, you'd recognize him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still. I know it's still before your time, but
yes. I was gonna bring something about Bram Stoker's Dracula that I found funny about that movie, but I can't think of what it was. Also, the fact that Keanu Reeves is in that, and it feels weird that Keanu Reeves is in that movie.
Yeah.
Because this was that before
He
Matrix?
was in everything at the. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
yeah,
he
it
was
was
in a
before
lot of
Matrix.
things before Matrix.
Yeah, yeah.
He was. I mean, he is the Theodore, right?
Oh, from Bill and Ted, or
Yes.
yeah, I think
it's
so.
Theodore.
I'm like,
Did I get it right?
I'm like,
Did I get that right?
I think so. I was like, Doc, I don't think his name's Theodore and Bram Stoker's Dracula.
No.
Oh, I know what it was. But so they also made a Frankenstein movie around that time. They're tied in together with Robert De Niro as Frankenstein. I think it's Robert
Yeah,
De Niro.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, this movie. So it's based off the musical, not the book. But they call it Mary Shelley's Mary Shelley's
Frankenstein. Yeah,
Dracula.
Mary
Not
Shelley-
Frankenstein.
Mary,
Mary Shelley's
Shelley's
Frankenstein. I was trying to.
Frankenstein.
I almost said Mary Shelley's Dracula. That's a different universe. That's an alternate universe where she did Frankenstein, Dracula. But so there's random like musical parts in it. But the guy that made it later did the first two Thor films, Kenneth Branagh, and it's so weird, that movie. But I didn't know. Because when you think Frankenstein, you think like electricity and everything. That's how he came alive. Apparently, that's not even in the original book. I think it's from the musical, but it's one of those things where, like, culturally you kind of fill stuff in over multiple interpretations. You're like, oh, and of course, Frankenstein came alive through lightning or whatever. But Robert De Niro is the best part of that movie. Everyone else in that movie sucks.
Mm.
But also, it's really.
Okay. I vaguely remember it, but that's been years.
Yeah, there's weird leaps in logic in that movie where it's like Dr. Frankenstein's best friend is the mind of Frankenstein, but his body is the killer that killed his friend, which feels weird. I don't think I would ever do that, but whatever. You got a spare body laying around. You're just pop it in. It's fine. Odd. I don't know if that's my favorite version of Frankenstein.
The best Frankenstein is Young Frankenstein.
What is it?
Young Frankenstein.
Oh, you cut off. So I was like, is it Peter Boyle?
Yeah,
that's Frankenstein.
Yes, Peter Boyle. Yes.
Yeah,
Where he gets up there dancing.
yeah. I seen those clips and just
It's pronounced Frankenstein.
Yeah. Frankenstein's one of those things where it's like, of course, everyone wants to do. They need a brooding monster, and they're like, it's Frankenstein's monster. Marvel has one. DC. I like DC's only because Frankenstein's monster is popular again, thanks to that Creature Commander show. I don't really like that version, but I like it. I like the book they did where he was like a monster hunter, and it was fun. But also, like, he's like, oh, he didn't come alive from electricity; is from alien blood. Because whatever.
The trailer for The Bride looks good.
Oh, because of the fact that we're getting two Frankenstein movies around the same time, because you have the Maggie Gyllenhaal directed with Christian Bale.
Yeah,
The Bride.
That looks fun.
And then there's Guillermo del Toro's.
I'm sorry, Guillermo does. Yes.
Yeah, and Oscar Isaac's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro's. They're going to be two different movies.
Totally different ones. Yeah.
Yes,
but
I'm just saying that the Maggie Gyllenhaal and Christian Bale looks fun.
Directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal. She's not the bride.
Oh, she's not in it? Who plays the bride?
I don't remember, but I thought it was Maggie Gyllenhaal. I'm like, this is weird. Why is it like it's like the Dark Knight all over again? Like, it's weird. Also, I don't know if I like Frankenstein being like a mobster. Like, he kind of looks cool. Like, that's an interesting choice. Why? If he's from Transylvania, depending on how close they go to the books, or like wherever he's from, is all of a sudden in like 1920s America and he's a mobster. Whatever. At least it looks interesting. And it's Christian Bale, so he's gonna have like fun doing this character acting role as like this brute. I also find it interesting they cover up Frankenstein's monster in the Guillermo del Toro one. Like, you barely see how he looks.
Yeah, I mean, he's Del Toro's good with advertising.
Yes.
You'll see the reveal when you go watch the movie.
Yes. Wasn't
And
there another Frankenstein movie not coming out recently, but there was one like a couple years ago. It was like I Frankenstein
yeah,
or it was like I Monster or something like that.
that was I Frankenstein. It was
Because there's the
what's
one with
his
Daniel
name?
Radcliffe. There's
No, it was what was it? What's his name? Aaron.
I can't think of who did it.
The guy, Two-Face.
Aaron Eckhart?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Was it him?
Yeah.
Also, that's just weird that we've just brought up 3 Dark Knight actors like in succession. I think I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it now. Yeah, I don't recall.
Give me a second.
You're good.
Let's see. Pretty sure it was Aaron Eckhart. Because uh, uh,
Was it Aaron Eckhart? That sounds right.
yeah,
Like,
Aaron Eckhart.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be part of
Dark Universe.
the Dark Universe with like um
Johnny Depp was the
Dracula
Invisible Man. Yeah. Man,
with Dracula Untold or whatever. What was the one? The Dracula. Yeah, Dracula Untold.
it was Dracula Untold. Yeah, it was Dracula Untold, and then like that didn't do well. And they had the Wolfman with Benicio del Toro.
Was that the same universe? No, I thought that was supposed to be a different.
Oh,
Universe.
I think they came out around the same time, and I think they were gonna fold them in, and then Dracula Untold didn't do well. And then they're like, let's do it again. Let's redo the Mummy with Tom Cruise. And then like that bombed. So then that didn't happen. I would have loved to see Johnny Depp doing the Invisible Man. Like, I don't know if it would have been a good movie, but you knew Johnny Depp would have so much fun trying to be the Invisible Man.
You see, that's the thing with the Invisible Man stuff. It's just voice acting.
Yeah,
Also.
there's nothing interesting. Like in Leave Extraordinary Gentleman, the only thing he does, what is he like, cover his face up and like that's about it. What does he really do? Like it's hard making a whole movie. He's better as like a supporting character because you know what his one thing is going to be. Like
like
unless
with,
it's
like what Bacon did Hollow Man.
Oh, yeah, I was about to bring up Hollow Man. Yeah, or there was that recent horror version of The Invisible Man with I can't think of who was in it. I can't think of any of the actors in it, but there's that one. I was like, okay, let's make this horror, I guess.
With Elizabeth Moss. I forget who played the guy.
I can't remember.
But
he was invisible the whole time. He was invisible the whole time. So the whole time.
So yeah. But it was Elizabeth Moss is the one that played the the girlfriend that was trying to get away from him.
Yeah. It's like that with werewolf movies where I'm like, it's werewolves. Like it's, you know what's gonna happen. They're gonna get bit, or it's some weird curse, and then they're gonna turn, and then they got to turn on the fan. Like it's kind of boring.
Yeah, Wolfman wasn't bad. The newest one,
the recent one with the chick that was Silver Surfer.
Yeah,
I can't think of her name.
I
confuse her. I confuse her with a different actress, so I can't think of her name.
Yeah. Ruth something.
Is it Ruth?
Or maybe that was a character in Ozark.
I think it was the character she was in. That.
Okay.
But it's funny about werewolves. I was reading some old back issues of comics I have when they were like ran ideas for Captain America in the 90s and like, let's turn him into a werewolf. Like, and then they threw like in the story, like he met all these different werewolf characters in Marvel Comics because I guess there's so many of them. And like in the story, they forgot one. So I had to write a way for that character to get there because she was popular at the time. She was part of X-Force. So like, we got to get her in here somewhere. And it's so stupid, but it's like at the end of, it's in the time of Marvel Comics where like only things that were selling was like Spider-Man and like Blade. Because I think the Blade movie had come out already or was in production. And they're revitalizing Blade. And then there's it was about 96, 97, so they were about to go under. So they were just throwing anything at the wall. They're like, let's throw all these stories out. We got to wrap this up. And it's so stupid. It's the fact that they just recently put Cap Wolf in the recent Marvel Rivals game. because I guess he's like everyone really likes Captain America turning into a werewolf. But I think that's like a very like again boring trope. Like when everything's like, oh, you're a vampire now, or you're a werewolf, or whatever. Like at least like there isn't anyone being like, I'm gonna Frankenstein you together. Like that's not a trope. Well, yeah, not yet. I don't like monster. Do you have like in sci-fi? Do you have like any favorite? Because like sci-fi likes to go into monster stuff.
I mean, I guess the monsters that I said pointed out that I really liked, I said was the sci-fi ones because it was Alien and Predator.
Yeah. They're fun. Like I love. Did you watch that recent Predator series, the anthology series that was kind of not an anthology series?
The Killer Killers.
The Killer Killers, which I keep calling King of Killers. I keep flipping the phrasing, and maybe it is King of Killers, or it's one of the two.
It's Killer of Killers.
Killer Killers.
Yes.
I think the best. Everyone always says the best segment of it is like the samurai segment. Like the pilot segment, I really wouldn't like. It was kind of cool. Like, oh yeah, Predator in a starship. That's kind of cool. We don't get to see that, but I don't know. I feel like it wasn't that. It didn't wrap up like the other two segments did. Also, why is the Predator in the Arctic? They've confirmed that they can't be in the cold, or they don't like the cold. They prefer more temperate climates.
They prefer more temperate climates, yes, but that doesn't mean.
Yes.
I mean, they still had the temple down in the Antarctic.
Yeah, and Alien versus Predator.
That we don't talk
about. Or Requiem. Whichever one. We don't talk about those.
What was the first one?
No, we need to talk about it again because we're gonna talk about it again because they're gonna do it again because it's set up in Badlands that when Yutani's there. So they're gonna try again, depending how Alien Earth does.
Hey, Alien Earth did good. It looked. I
did it? I think I'm the only one that's. I'm like, I like it, but I don't like it. Like I like parts of it, but I get annoyed by parts of it.
You get annoyed by something?
Yes.
You're critical of something?
Oh no, I have thoughts. I'm not. I know.
It's not that you don't have thoughts. We all have thoughts.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like sometimes I'm more critical.
You're just very loud about your critical thoughts.
That's true. That is true. I didn't like all the kid. Yeah, I didn't like all the kid characters. Like I get in the story, but some of them were forgettable. Like there's two that I keep forgetting are there. The Asian chick and because I can't think of any of their names. The Asian one, like she's barely in the story. Like they keep setting up she's gonna snitch and she hasn't yet. I mean, she kind of did. But like,
I know what you're talking about. But
yeah, I feel like there's some pacing issues. Like I do like parts of it. I'm at least watching. I haven't watched the last episode, but at least I'm going back and I'm watching each episode. It wasn't
it's finished now.
Yeah, because like I got one episode left. I haven't watched the new one. It's not like what did I try watching recently where I was like slogging through to finish it. Oh, it was What If. I just that I did like the last season. I just slogged through, which is frustrating because I like What If stories. And it's really annoying. Did you watch the Marvel Zombies?
Yeah, I actually just finished today.
Yeah. I think it needed more episodes versus 4 because how it ends. Like I like kind of how it ended, but like it's kind of confusing.
Well, it was supposed to be originally it was going to be a movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Then they're like, it's a 4-episode event. And I'm like, I thought it was a movie.
There's reasons for that.
Gentlemen,
what's up? But they also dropped it all at the same time. They're like, why would you just not make it a movie?
Because they couldn't.
Why?
Well, Sony.
Why Sony?
I feel like
because of Spider-Man. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about Marvel Zombies. We're talking about like all that.
Yes, because of Sony.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot because they can only use Spider-Man in shows and
it was a rated M
stupid
thing. So they could. I mean, if they were going to do it, it was also because of the.
He's barely in it.
That he was still in it.
No, the best thing about Marvel Zombies was Blade Moon Knight, but it's not Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
Even though it looks like they animate Mahershala Ali, but they don't.
Yeah.
Just why? Just call him up. I'm sure he's not doing anything.
No, it's not that they don't want to pay for that.
Then why would you set him up in one of your movies?
They set it up, yes, but they don't want. But at this point, his movie has gone to The dog.
It's somewhere in that random realm
it's
that's
in limbo.
Loki. It's in that realm with Loki. He's just wandering the wastelands. I would love that actually if they just had Blade wandering that void and just meets up with Wesley Snipes' Blade.
Hmm.
That'd be funny. Krad, since you've just joined, do you have like a favorite monster in sci-fi or just movies?
On a side note, to show you how dedicated I am to this podcast, I'm actually recording this on the way back from the football game, so I can
I was
keep
about
my
to
streak
ask.
alive of being on every single.
I was about to ask
podcast
where you
episode.
were at. I was like, how does it look like your house? I don't see any doilies or like
Yeah, no.
curtains.
This
see
is how
he's in the
dedicated I
car.
am. This is how
He's in the
dedicated
car.
I am to the streak. At least is appearing while on the move. This is Crad on the move.
At least you sound good.
Thank you. It's the earbuds. But to answer your question, sorry. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily call. Well, let's see. Let me think. That's a good response to that. A favorite movie monster. Or does it have to be a movie or just be a TV show?
TV show could work.
Great TV show.
Okay. I always found the different bugs that the Starship Troopers fought very interesting. like on the animated series, not even on the regular movies, but like the animated series they came up with, like in different things that they had. I guess that, so like I said, I've said that before that I used to watch that when I was a kid growing up, and of course the different ones they came up with in Power Rangers. They just like had so many different powers and stuff like that. There's some of them were just very stupid, but some of them were pretty cool.
Oh,
too.
like his name wasn't Porky Pig.
I think I know the one you're talking about. Like
it was something pig, but it's not Porky Pig.
And he had a big ring in his nose.
Did he have a ring in his nose?
Sure.
I know he had a Roman helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, and yeah. So I would say those. Then of course you could argue the Predator.
The Predator.
From Alien versus Predator, or even the Alien. So, I mean, I'm not a big monster guy, but some of those probably.
Dude, they just announced the Marvel Universe versus Predators.
Are you serious?
Or at least there's issues coming out, and like Kraven the Hunter's leading the pack.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is kind of cool, but also it's like,
I mean, didn't they just bring the aliens in?
Yes, but that's like in the future. But I think it's not in the same timeline.
Oh.
It can't be because Kraven's like killing characters. I can't remember if he killed Spider-Man. No, Spider-Man's still alive. But it's a sequel to the Spider-Man Predator book they did where the Kraven shows up. Because if Spider-Man like finds Kraven, he's like, I need your help. So then Kraven at the end is like working with the Predators. I just want to see Predators just wearing animal skins. Like they're like Kraven's like, we like your lion pelt. We need one. And of course they did Marvel the Avengers versus Aliens where freaking Mr. Sinister merged himself with a xenomorph, and then later Venom bonded with Xenomorph, was controlling it, which of course everyone wants. Like that's like one of the cooler things. And of course, like monster wise, they just announced this too and I love this, but I don't know if I want to buy the figures. I think they're more than I want to pay for. Ninja Turtles and Godzilla.
What?
They did like Leo's Godzilla, Raph's like Rodan, Mikey's like King Ghidorah. I can't remember who Donatello is. Like I'm like, there needs to be like a comic to go with this. I think there is, but like they aren't turning into those monsters because Legendary's being weird with everything. So they did a Justice League versus King Kong versus Godzilla, and they're doing a sequel, and then they're doing the Ninja Turtles one. Like for whatever reason, there's a lot of Godzilla stuff recently.
Wonder what the deal with his reemergence is.
Well, then I think he just had like a anniversary recently, like a 70th anniversary or something like that. So I don't know if that has. I think it's 70th anniversary.
What was it? Godzilla -1, and Shin
Godzilla -1, Shin Godzilla.
Godzilla both did really good. So.
And then there was that other Godzilla series that didn't do well, but really didn't have Godzilla in it. Singular Point.
Singular Point. I don't know that one. I saw the Monarch series.
Oh, the Monarch series, that was good. No, Singular Point, he's like in a cave somewhere or something like that, and like the world's getting attacked by like mini Rodans. Mm-hmm. And Jet Jaguar's there. But it's like a stupid phone app that's controlling. It's so weird. It's kind of frustrating to watch. I watched every episode and it was a slog.
On a very random side note, I think it took me forever as a kid to realize Reptar was like the Rugrats version of Godzilla.
Was a Godzilla joke?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, that totally went over my head.
Really? You're just like, this is a really cool dragon thing, dinosaur thing?
Like regular dinosaur. And I'm like, as I got older, I'm like, oh, that I see what they were doing.
Yeah.
Kind of like all the jokes in Rocco Modern Life kind of went over your head when you first watched it.
That was a good thing back then.
Yes.
To be young and stupid again. You know what I mean? Now
Young and naive, and now you're old, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
You're just like this. You're just like, it's like watching Ren and Stimpy. It's like, how did any of this get on TV? You're
Ren and Stimpy, Freakazoid.
Oh yeah.
Real Monsters.
Real Monsters. What did you guys think of? Yeah, what did you guys think of the Godzilla redesign that they did for like the TriStar movie, for the 1998
Zilla? You mean
movie? Yeah, Zilla, who they just destroyed. Wasn't Millennium? Which I think is hilarious. I don't mind the design, but it shouldn't have been called Godzilla.
No, it was just this American movie.
Yeah, and the fact that I think it was Siskel and Ebert criticized it, so then their mayors in the movie, or like they're named, mayors are named after them. I was like, great. Now that's the last one I want to go after is like a highly rated movie critic. Well, it's funny. The cartoon was better. The cartoon fixed a lot of stuff. Where they gave him atomic breath and like threw they threw in like Martians and all these different monsters, created their own. Like that show was good. Unfortunately, I think it only had like 2 seasons. I think there was because the movie didn't do well, they canceled the series.
I mean, it was because the series came after.
It was a little bit after. It was weirdly like it was like that movie was 98, and I think 2002. It came out. I think it was because of happened to do with 9/11. I read somewhere. That's why it came out so late. Like it was by the time they got into production, or something like that. But yeah, that one was good. Godzilla is one of those things. Like even if you haven't watched all the movies, like you still appreciate. You know what Godzilla is. I think there's a lot of people, especially now with the recent movies, the fact that that last Godzilla movie, there's still stuff on shelves that people seem to like Godzilla. Like, at least culturally. Like, you know what Godzilla is.
I think most people know who Godzilla and King Kong are. I feel like.
Yeah. King Kong's... It's weird, though, with King Kong, I guess. It's just a giant ape, so it's weird trying to tell stories with him, because that's probably why they did the Godzilla vs. Kong movies. Like, we need to throw them together because we don't know if we're going to get another giant ape movie. Of course, yeah, for whatever reason, Peter Jackson after Lord of the Rings. You know what I would do? King Kong. For whatever, I actually like that movie. Some people don't like that Peter Jackson King Kong movie. I like it, but I don't know.
No, Godzilla came out. The show came out right after.
Did it? Maybe I don't know why I thought there was such a gap.
Yeah, it came out in '98.
I don't know why I thought there was such a gap. I don't know. Maybe because I watched it later. I mean, obviously, I wasn't around when it came out. Maybe that's why. But I think like a lot of people like doing monsters. Of course, we talked about vampires and Dracula and Frankenstein, Godzilla.
And we all know that Nate's favorite vampire is Edward Cullen.
No, I like Robert Pattinson, but not the Twilight movies. No. Honestly, my favorite version of vampires is, I don't know if you guys watched The Strain.
Strain was good, yeah.
The Strain, I like those. Yeah. Even though with the vampire lore, it makes no sense why like some look like Nosferatu and others look like freaking Edward Cullen or Gary Oldman. Makes no sense, but.
Well, it was kind of a branch off of the vampires he did in Blade 2.
Yeah, well, so what I read that he was trying to do The Strain first, that no one would pick it up, so he did Blade 2. So that's why there's a lot of stuff from The Strain that, like, stuff from that is in Blade 2. but everyone thinks that he stole it from. But he worked on both, so he probably got inspired.
Yeah,
by
I was saying,
like
they're both his work. So
yeah, so he was inspired by one or the other.
His art design and stuff. So that.
Oh yeah, or like his monsters in Pacific Rim. They all they're like giant fish kaiju. Like they look like the hammerhead and knife head. Like they look really cool. And then by the second one, they just ran out of ideas. Like, well, that wasn't him. They just But that anime they did, Pacific Rim, the Black.
Yeah.
Those monsters in that were cool. They had one where, because they actually referenced it from the second movie, where like the brains like merged with machines, like and one survived. So it was like this monster kaiju Jaeger. It was really cool. He was called Apex because of course he was. And he could like take over like other kaiju that were being turned on with like machinery. I didn't watch the movie, but I like his design. The thing.
Yeah.
Just like the fact that anything you blow off this thing, like something's gonna sprout off. I don't know. I like the puppetry in the movie. Not the 2011 one reboot they did, where they just covered it in CG, because the studios didn't think the practical effects looked good, and you just made it look worse.
Well, anything with practical effects generally tends to look better.
Yes, but the studio didn't think so. They were just like, no, let's plaster it with CG. Because why not?
It's the hip new thing.
Yeah, well, the hip new thing was like in 2011, but it's still the thing. One of the monsters I don't like very much is like the fish man, because I find him very boring. Because it feels like it's kind of copy and paste, unless it's Abe Sapien, like from like Hellboy. He looks cool, but like he's not like a monster. Like, I mean, he is, but he like can think and talk like a man.
Yeah, like Abe Sapien and the what was the other one?
The Shape of Water.
Yeah, that one. I mean, they're the same design. But.
They're the same thing. You could easily just go, no, this is Abe Sapien in the past, before he, you could have, they should have. It's like everyone kept thinking of before Venom. There was a Ryan Reynolds movie where he like got attacked by like a space symbiote, and someone already thought like those movies were connected. They're both Sony. What was that movie called? Was it just called Life?
There was Life, yeah.
I think it was just Life.
Yeah, it was him and Gyllenhaal.
Yeah,
Life.
Yeah. Didn't help that the thing looks just like how the symbiotes were animated in those Venom movies. I watched
kind of like, what was the other one? Astronaut's Wife. Where they get the. That might have been Dev. Can't remember.
Maybe. I watched one of these movies. I didn't watch any others because they were just slapping for whatever reason. The Cloverfield movies, they kept like slapping Cloverfield in different movies that were never connected. Mm-hmm. But when they did show the Cloverfield monster, he looked cool.
Kinda. The giant mantis.
Was it? Yeah, giant weird mantis.
That's all it was.
Yeah. Well, for whatever they had to obfuscate it the whole movie, probably because of the budget. But then they started like slapping other movies with Cloverfield for whatever reason. Like there was that one with John Goodman.
Well, that one was pretty good.
That I didn't watch it, but I heard it was good. And then the recent one, there was the Cloverfield paradox.
Yeah, which was actually explained. Why, because like Cloverfield was going to be kind of like a umbrella type thing. Like, a thing was like, oh, look, kind of weird like sci-fi stuff, and
which is cool in concept if you go through with it.
Like they wanted to put Quiet Place under that, but
why?
Because they.
Well, what do they called it? The Cloverfield Place? Like,
well, I'm saying that was
the Quiet Cloverfield.
Well, that was the thing. That was going to have a. I mean, that was going to be part of that Cloverfield universe. But Krasinski said, "No, I don't want to go under your umbrella."
That's fair. It's funny. I'm looking at this list. I was looking at monsters. One of them is the Nazgul from Lord of the Rings. I don't know if I would count those.
I guess I can as a monster.
Like is a ghost a monster?
I would think the Orca would be more of a monster than Nazgul.
Yeah, the Nazgul was just a.
Like I'm saying, are wraiths and ghosts, are those monsters, or are those just things?
I mean, if you do that, then 13 Ghosts was a great monster movie.
Oh, with Matthew Lillard. which then got him his role as Shaggy.
I mean, because that was that. You say Matthew Lillard, I think more of what's his name, Tony Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub. 13 Ghosts. Didn't they try remaking 13 Ghosts?
No, they've talked about trying. People have talked about people have talked about wanting to do a series like focusing on each ghost. Like to where each episode is so you can actually see what made the ghost into the ghost instead of.
That'd be kind of interesting. That'd be kind of interesting.
I don't know if it would actually go through or not, but
yeah. The winged monkeys are on this list.
From the Wizard of Oz.
Yes, it's not a monster. It's like what our Christmas episode we did where it said it's like that Christmas episode also Wizard of Oz where I kept saying Wizard of Oz is a Christmas movie because there's snow. That was Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I can say that a little more.
I count that more as a monster than the other, but even though the real monster wasn't Stay Puft Marshmallow, the real monster.
The real monster was the dogs. Gozer and the Terror Dogs. Yeah.
Yes, Rick Moranis was the real monster.
Hey, he's coming back. What was he coming back for? The movie
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, that's right. Spaceballs 2. Hey, he's also in those phone commercials with Ryan Reynolds. For whatever reason. Graboids, that's the other one when you're talking about the bugs from Sergeant Troopers, Graboids. From Tremors. Yeah. I like some of those. I don't like
those are monsters. I just don't think of it.
But they're more creatures. Like in that universe, like they're indigenous to Earth or whatever. Somehow. Like I don't know. Like I guess they're a monster. It's like saying an alligator is a monster. Like I guess to some people, years ago that was a monster. But not really.
What was it? Mimic? Or was it Relic?
I think so.
Mimic, I think was where was the grow worm or the worms that were replicating towards look like people. Yeah,
or you get I guess they are the people getting taken over in the pod people.
Like
our
body snatchers.
Yeah, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Are those monsters or are those or is that like?
It's like a simulation. That's like the Borg.
Yeah, it's like the Borg, or it's like in Doctor Who, it's a Cybermen or the Dalek a monster. A Dalek's more of a monster than a Cyberman. Cybermen are just robots. Daleks are just these blobs, like these teratomas and salt and pepper shakers.
There's neither of them are real monsters. Like Doctor Who's the monsters aren't really monsters.
No, they are and aren't. Because there's vampires. No, they're actually fish people. That's an episode when they went to Venice because vampires in Venice or whatever.
Doctor Who monsters in Doctor Who are monsters.
Some of them are cool, but also sometimes they're just like, let's just grab what we got around. There's lizard creatures and they were just like the Bosk suits from Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
They just grabbed those and were just like, bleh.
Or the old Born suits.
Yeah. Because I watched this, or I watched part of it. The Fly. I like the idea of The Fly.
But, yeah.
But that's more of just a man in a freak accident.
Yeah.
It's not really a monster. He's not purposefully doing it.
We'll say, the Gorn from Star Trek would be a monster. Almost.
Yeah.
Almost, because, yes, they do the enemy mine type things, but
it's also like the Borg. The Borg you could consider monsters, but it's also like a hive mind thing. It's
that's
they to them that's what their purpose is to assimilate everything. This monster, I didn't think about this because I liked this movie. Didn't you guys ever watch Monster House?
I don't think I have.
If you have,
I know
you need to watch this. This movie, so it's an animated movie.
It was after our time, Crowd.
So the description of this is: what if Wes Craven made Up? What if Wes Craven made Up? So there's this circus freak fat lady that falls in like the foundation of her house and possesses the house. So her husband's like trying to protect it. So like she could take over everything, like the blades of grass in the lawn, or like the trees. Like almost she just like the tree just grabs like a popcorn and like flings it. It's a good movie. You ever get to watch it because it's like in the neighborhood. You always see that weird house. It's like that concept. They defeat it by stuffing a vacuum full of like Tylenol and like NyQuil, and like, oh, because it's like a person, because it's like a person in it, I guess. We can make it fall asleep with like the stuff. We'll put it in a vacuum, make it think it's a person. It's a really weird movie. It's also weirdly animated, but it's like freaking fun. Steve Buscemi's in it. He's like the old man of the neighborhood, the crouching old man. I can't think of who else. I think he's like the only.
Speaking of animated, kind of creepy thing. Other Mother from Coraline.
Oh yeah, no, that's the button eyes and
yes,
all of that. Yeah, that's like
that one. Okay, I like that.
That's cool. I like that. Man, I think it took me forever to watch Coraline because everyone kept talking about it, and I'm one of those people, barring a few things, where it's like if everyone keeps talking, I wait till everyone stops talking about for me to watch it. So if I watch it and everyone talking about it, and I don't like it, then I feel like it's like ruined. I don't know. I had a friend that talked about it for years, and I finally watched it. I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. I'm kind of glad I waited because if I watched it when he kept talking about it, I don't think I would have liked it as much. But it was weird because it's also Neil Gaiman. So I feel like I would have liked it. But, we're not supposed to like Neil Gaiman stuff anymore. Because he's,
Yeah.
Smaug? Yeah, Smaug is on this list, but he's just a dragon.
Yeah.
Maleficent's also on the list. Again, it's a dragon. No Face from Spirited Away. Did I watch Spirited Away?
I watched it or not.
I watched Howl's Moving Castle. But I don't think I watched Spirited Away. I know the design. I know that still.
I'm going to get in trouble and say I'm not really a big Studio Ghibli.
I mean, I'm not going to fault you there because I've only seen Howl's Moving Castle. So, I'm not going to judge you too much on that.
I mean, I've seen a couple of them, but it's just... Yeah.
Would you count Christine? I mean, it's just a haunted car.
It's kind of fun. I mean, Pennywise would be more monster than... That's
on here. Shalhoub, or Shalhoub, almost said Shalhoub, because he said Tony Shalhoub earlier. So
Shalhoub.
From that, now I just want that. Someone needs to... Yeah, someone from Lord of the Rings, from Return of the King, but they need to just throw in Tony Shalhoub lines as it's chasing Frodo. I kind of want that now. Quetzalcoatl is on here. Specifically from Q, the Winged Serpent from 1982. It's just a cryptid, just mythical creature.
The serpent.
Yeah.
Winged serpent, yeah.
Yeah, just a creature. Splintered fungus from the movie Splinter. Would you count the what are they called from The Last of Us? That's not really a monster. It's more like the clickers, but it's more of also like the Borg. They're just like a synoptic thing. Like it's not really a monster.
It could fall under the zombies.
Yeah,
even if it's like not that, exactly, it's good.
Undead. It's still this thing. Yeah. It's like we were talking about earlier, Doc. Like with zombies, like it's kind of boring because like every world starts the same. Every zombie thing starts the same. Kind of.
Find out the real monsters are the humans.
Yeah, unless it's Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Which, did you ever watch the sequel they made where they just said, no, this didn't happen? They made a whole sequel to a movie that everyone really likes that revitalized Scooby-Doo, and they go, oh, that first movie never happened. Why would you do that?
Because they wrapped it up too well.
Yeah, they're like, we need to make another one to capitalize on nostalgia, or just re-releasing it in 4K and putting it on theaters for, the smart thing to do. But no, let's make a sequel. that no one watched, but I own for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't think I even bought it. I think someone just gave it to me, probably because they didn't like it. And they're like, "This kid will want it."
They've made some great choices with that franchise.
Oh
Like giving Mindy her 2 seasons of
Velma.
That was
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the show.
Why?
Because
did you just want to hate watch it? You're like, how bad is this gonna get?
I mean, it wasn't good. I'm not gonna say it was good or anything, but I mean, it was enjoyable.
Here's the thing: I can't judge you because I watched all of She-Hulk. One, because I was like how bad it burned. Also, because I just wanted to see Daredevil, and then I was disappointed.
Hey, She-Hulk was hilarious.
In parts,
it was because She-Hulk was self-aware,
and it was
self-aware.
You could have been written better. Could have been written better.
Anything could have been written better.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
I did like
it's like you got all this hatred and stuff, and it flat out said like in the show is saying, "Oh, look at all this hatred we're getting."
Yeah, I did like the end where she hops out of the streaming service into. I was like, okay, that's funny. I was like, you got me there. Like,
and she goes and talks to Feige the robot.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you count Hulk as a monster, or is that more of like a man thing? Like it is he's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Like
Hulk in his true form should be a monster.
Yeah.
If you go back to the Eric Bana one, yes, Hulk is a monster.
Yes. Yeah. The Lou Ferrigno. Yeah.
Well, I was saying the Lou Ferrigno. I would say like the Eric Bana one, like the first. Was that the one that we were talking about?
The Ang Lee one with the Hulk poodles? Yeah.
Yes, with the Hulk poodles. Yes. But
why was that a creative choice? Like,
I mean, he was really big right off of MI3. So.
That's fair. Yeah, Hulk could be like, I do like in Hulk comics now where every writer's like, what monster story could I tell? I do like that because for a while he was like the sci-fi monster.
Yeah,
like Hulk's gonna go to space. Hulk's gonna all this other stuff. I'm like, I liked it more when he's like the monster stuff. Like recently he fought like the Queen of Monsters. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is really fun. Or the run before that where he met. It was so stupid. They're like, he met the devil, but devil's a mask and it's actually God. I hated that part. Once it got to that, I hated it. But I liked because it folded all like the Hulk stuff in, where all the monsters he's fought, and like folded a bunch of other stuff in. And I really like that part. Like he fought Sasquatch and everything else. I was like, this is cool. Like Hulk as a character should be monster, but I feel like it's been so long where it's been horror monster, and you could do like sci-fi monster again.
Yeah. Well, they've just. Once they tamed the Hulk, it was kind of like, okay.
Are you talking about in the movies or like
once
they did merge Hulk.
Yeah, well, they merged Hulk, but they had even in the even before they merged Hulk, where he was still going back and forth, and Hulk didn't want to come out. Hulk was tamed, basically.
Like I like it now, like in the recent comics where he makes it personally hurt for Bruce Banner to transform. Like on purpose, Hulk's like, he's like, I don't like you. I'm like, well, also I hate that where it's like, why does Hulk have to hate Banner? You're essentially the same like you are the same person. Well, depending on the writer, like you are the same being. Like, I don't know. It also depends on the writer whether the Hulk and Banner get along or not. But, what was it going on before that? We went on a Hulk tangent. I can't remember. Oh, I was going to bring up Sharktopus because that's on this list.
We don't talk about the bad sci-fi movies.
There's so many. We could do a whole episode on just shark movies. Like, oh man, Sully from Monsters Inc. Yes and no. Like it's monsters, but like
it's a cutesy monster.
Yeah. Krampus. I like the idea of Krampus. Like I like more that I've read where it's like it's either he's a being before Santa or like they're twin brothers. Like there's like a weird yin and yang with them. Like if Santa's bringing all this joy, Krampus has to be there to bring all this like misery. There's a book out there called Klaus. and where Santa's like a Viking, and Krampus just like this creature trapped in a coal mine, and it just looks like our horns and everything. I like that version where it's just like this random creature that shows up. It just happens. Santa tends to be there. I don't like when they're that connected. Like the recent The Rock movie where they had Krampus and Santa and they were like twin brothers or whatever. But I don't think anyone watched Red One.
Oh yeah, Red One.
I watched that.
Did you? Did you actually like it?
It was interesting, if I remember correctly.
It was written better. It would probably be more interesting. I don't know. It was one of those movies where like, let's put Chris Evans in it. He's not Captain America anymore. Like, I don't know.
Is he? Is he not?
He's coming back at some point. We'll see. He'll be Captain Hydra or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why not just bring back regular Captain America? I feel like it'd be more fun versus just having evil Captain America.
I mean, Mac did a good job. What he got.
Yeah. Yeah. Though, I think in What If, there was like a scene they never did where like, what if Cap was Red Skull? Where it was like the whole line of like, essentially like it accentuates who you are, but like it was his upbringing was slightly different, or something happened, but like he just turned into like he just looked like Red Skull, kinda. I don't like it when they do like when with the monster movies where it's gotta be the evil version of the main character. It's not fun. But it's also like with monster stuff. It's like monster versus man, man versus man, man versus machine. So I guess like so it's like, is the T-1000 a monster? Not really. It's more of, again, ambiguous thing. He's not an inanimate object because T-1000 can kind of think for himself to a degree. But like it's this immovable force.
The original one was no. The after whatever happened to the second one, yes.
Yeah, and then in Dark Fate, he was an ex-Terminator.
Yeah. Like I said, after in the original T-1000 that you see was T-800.
Yeah, T-800 was Schwarzenegger.
T-1000 was Robert Patrick.
I can't think. Yeah, Robert Patrick, and then there's a female one.
Yeah.
And then there's the Hispanic one, because I can't think of the actor's name. Daniel something. He was Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I would say Daniel DeLuna, but that's the guy from Andor. Different actor.
I don't.
He was the TX. He was the TX or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, the female one was in T3.
Yeah. And then John Connor got turned into Terminator.
In Genesis.
And then I can't remember Salvation.
Yeah, I don't remember Salvation.
But we don't talk about Salvation.
And then there was Dark Fate, which was the other company. Because they destroyed Skynet. Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you like some of the comics, I think Frank Miller wrote it, that RoboCop is a precursor to the Terminator. Which I kind of like. I
watched all the Terminator because I never watched the
RoboCop. Don't watch the 2014 one.
Oh,
it's fine, but like it's somehow worse. Like it feels like a bootleg RoboCop movie. And they had the audacity of showing Joel Kinnaman in the original like RoboCop suit and then changing it. Like, why would you do that?
They were trying to figure out how they wanted to do it. And they wanted it to be their own thing, so...
Yeah, and then Scooby-Doo made fun of them when they did their Blue Falcon movie. But it was also making fun of, like, Christian Bale. It was both. It was like, but like they were clearly making fun of RoboCop because the new Blue Falcon looked like RoboCop. I don't know why.
You see that movie there, that Scooby-Doo movie they should have done, because they set it up with, you brought in all the other people You could have done the whole Hanna-Barbera universe.
No, I'm not talking about Scoob. I'm not talking about that one. That movie could die in a ditch. That I don't like that. I watched that. I was like, I like this kind of modern Scooby-Doo. Oh, it's weird. Some of the choices they made. Oh, we're gonna bring Dick Dastardly back. Cool. Oh no, it's whatever that actor's name, that celebrity that they threw in the movie for whatever reason. Scott something. I can't remember.
Like I said, they should have brought they set it up to open up the universe.
Yeah. Well, also, why would you
have.
try setting up a whole universe in one movie, too? But whatever. Because everyone's doing that.
Yes, because that was what.
Yeah, because that was the thing at the time.
Exactly, and then
exactly.
It's like, and then they let the abomination of Velma happen instead.
Dude,
they should have opened the Hanna-Barbera universe.
When I heard what they were doing with Scrappy, my jaw kind of dropped. I'm like, man, we're just gonna like crap on Scrappy a lot, like the poor Scrappy. Like, I'm not trying to say justice for Scrappy or anything, because like he isn't.
Scrappy killed it originally.
Yeah, he killed in that show too.
Yeah, no, he Scrappy. They brought Scrappy in to be this nice thing, and then they realized, oh, this is just annoying.
Well, he also saved Scooby-Doo. People don't realize that Scrappy did save Scooby-Doo back in the day, and then got annoying. Then culturally, everyone thought he was annoying so much that James Gunn made fun of him in the first Scooby-Doo. Yeah, it was the first Scooby-Doo movie, and then after that, it was cemented that everyone hates Scrappy, especially Mystery Incorporated, where the joke is like, I don't remember this character. Look away. That is a joke in the show, and then they never reference Scrappy after that. Speaking of Scooby-Doo, because we've gone on Scooby-Doo tangent like twice, do you guys have like a favorite like Scooby-Doo monster or ghost? Because it's either ghost or monster.
It's been such a long time. No, long time since I've watched them.
There's a lot of boring ones, but there's some like cool ones. Like the ghost of Captain Cutler. I just like that. It's just like an adamant like fisherman suit. And it's like the noise, like that noise that it has is really cool. In fact, I think it's referenced in the SpongeBob movie. Kind of. Like there is a fisherman in that exact suit.
I kill brain cells in other ways than watching SpongeBob.
Well, you see, Doc, I'm younger than you, so I like there's all these different random movies from the 2000s that I remember. That first SpongeBob movie is good. The other ones are whatever. Like Ghost Captain Cutler, Mission Incorporated. There's an ice cream ghost, kind of. It's more of like he's a slime ghost, but they reveal it's ice cream. Not sure how that works, but it's Scooby Doo. There was like any of the monsters for it, and they have like degrees in thermodynamics somehow. They're making like these suits and everything. Though they make that a joke in the Mission Incorporated, where like they were like ex-military people, therefore they had the know-how and all this money. There's like, I can't think of some of the ghost names. There's like the blue twin ghosts. There's so many monsters, but some of them are so forgettable. Like the Minor 49er, like kind of boring. There's the abominable snowman. Some of the cool designs. There's the creeper, which is, his catchphrase is creeper, paper, or stuff like that. But he's more Frankenstein. He looks like Frankenstein than anything. But also Scooby-Doo is one of the things where it's like, it's been going on for so long, there's so many creatures, too. Yeah. Was there any other monsters? Because I feel like we've kind of gone over, because it's like, here's all the zombies, here's all the werewolves. I feel like that's like the only categories. I don't think there's any like monsters recently where I've like, oh, I really like that. It's kind of stood out, like out of the different groups.
No, I'm trying to think of anything.
I was gonna make a joke where I was like, they should make a show about monsters in high school, and I forgot there was like that doll series for girls. That's that. So never mind. I was like, oh, that's a girl show, but I wouldn't know that because I'm not around enough girls to know that. So just gonna out myself there.
Oh. All right.
I think that's the end of the episode. If Nathan starts outing himself, starts digging a hole for himself.
Keep on digging. Keep on digging.
Keep on
digging. So if you enjoyed this episode, you could watch more where I try digging myself a hole. It's happened more than once, it feels like. You could follow us at Pizza Party Pod. Yeah. Also, I'm going to say this at the beginning. Craig, you'll find somebody. Do not tag Dinks and clips on TikTok. I feel like I look at comments and it's just like at Dinks the Puppet, at Dinks the Puppet. I'm like, he liked the video. I think he saw it. Like,
he reposted quite a few of them,
and he's reposted some of them too. Yeah, I got a couple emails where it's like, congrats, this video's gotten 1,000 something views. I'm like, oh, is it one of mine? Oh no, it's the podcast one, not my videos. Dang it!
That might be one of our most popular podcasts, actually.
I think it is. It's that and the adaptations one we did. That one, at least on YouTube, got a lot of views. If you go check that out, we're every Tuesday, the regular episode and the audio-visual version that I post on Spotify goes up that Thursday. You could find me at FT_FussForNews. Actually, I should have brought this up. This has been perfect to bring up. Where did I put it? Aha! Yeah, we didn't talk about Frankenberry. That's another video that I'm working on. You can check that out.
After that, Count Chocula.
Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Boo Berry.
I found this at Ross for
Yep, that sounds right.
$11.99. $11.99 at Ross. No, $400. Jeez, no, $11.99 at Ross. And original retail is $27 even. That's original retail. That's what the price tag says. So that's a video I'm working on. That, and I'm the one I was putting together. I went through Reddit. I was looking up fast food horror stories or like retail stories, which Reddit's just a cesspool. I'm saying that now. Gosh darn it! Why do people use Reddit? Check that out. Doc, what are you working on?
Well, for October, I'm reading through Screw Tape letters on my TikTok.
Nice.
Plus the normal stuff that I put up. But I'm putting a letter a day scheduled out there, and so I gotta finish recording all those. Thank goodness for the what is it? Scheduled post things that you can do now.
Oh yeah, and also thanks for TikTok for making it longer than just what was it originally, like 2 weeks. You could always schedule out.
Yeah, now it's a whole month.
Yeah, now you do the whole month. I don't know why TikTok would do that. Facebook, the media one they have, like we could do between Instagram and Facebook, they fixed it. I used to not be able to schedule posts for the same day at different times.
Oh,
the whole
enough for that.
The media suite or whatever it's called. Yeah, no, it sucks. The whole, well, if you listen to Ryan Kelly talk about it, the whole Facebook thing's junk. Like that infrastructure is like so old, they haven't fixed it. But yeah, we were talking about
for next episode, crapping on Facebook and Instagram.
No, that's when we get emails like you have been blocked from Facebook and Instagram.
Good.
No.
Goodbye, Meta.
Yeah, dude, I saw someone wearing those Meta glasses. I have a coworker that was wearing those, and they look like SpongeBob when he goes jellyfishing. Now you just have that thought in your head whenever you see one with those glasses. See, Doc, SpongeBob's a show that came out in 1996 or 99.
Yeah, 99. Yeah. No, I know when it came out.
Oh, okay. I didn't know when you knew what that is because it's a kid's show.
I remember when the movie came out. And
all
my stoner friends went to go see it.
Are you seriously accusing Doc of being too old? He doesn't remember SpongeBob.
No.
Wow.
I just purposely didn't watch it. I said I kill brain cells in other ways.
Yeah. Yeah, that is fair. Crad, what are you working on besides going to football games?
Well, me and my wife have launched a ministry page. It's on Facebook under Mary Heart Ministries, so you can check us out on there. So yeah, we're working on some stuff with that.
Nice. Anything particular, or is it just kind of in the works?
Working on incorporating some comedy into ministry. So.
Nice. If you want him to come to your church, let your church know. Don't Who's talking?
Don't do what Nathan does and just invite him, and then let the pastor find out later.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
never
That's
done
always
that.
good.
I have never done that.
It's always good.
I've not done that yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, yet. Hey, Pastor Dennis, look
Keyword.
who's here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not what was the YouTube? They do church stories, Youth Group Chronicles. Someone did that to them. They got scheduled for something, and like the pastor didn't know, or something like that. I was like, that's horrible. You drive all the way out there. They're like in New York, and they drove. I don't remember where they drove to. That's horrible. Don't do that to people. It might be a little funny, but don't do that. It's not funny. Crad doesn't want to get to Mishawaka, and then no one knows that he's supposed to be there. I don't know why I said yeah. I don't know why I said Mishawaka. I just threw a random town out of my head. Just Mishawaka came up.
Is that a cross between Washington and Michigan? Or?
I think it's in Canada. I think it's Canada or Wisconsin.
So what he's saying is he doesn't even know. All right, y'all have a great night.
Yeah, this is the end of the episode.
What are the three things again?
We don't talk about pizza, politics, and positions because Nathan can't remember geography. Hey, I got an A+ in geography. I'd like to point that out.
I mean, I guess that was only like 2 or 3 years ago when you were in high school.
It was 6 years ago.
Was it when you're in kindergarten and you could point to the map? Or I mean,
yeah, I was like, "What's this? Toledo? All right."
Holy no.
Yeah.